每天练习英语听、说、练，与我们一起提升你的语言技能。完成后，在我们的应用程式里多加练习。免费，连结在下方。开始练习吧。
Mia says please when she asks for help. Mia says please when she asks for help.
Mia 在求助时会说请。
Mia says please when she asks for help. Mia says please when she asks for help. Liam says thank you for the help. Liam says thank you for the help.
Liam 会为帮忙说谢谢。
Liam says thank you for the help. Liam says thank you for the help. Ava greets people with a smile. Ava greets people with a smile.
Ava 以微笑向人问候。
Ava greets people with a smile. Ava greets people with a smile. Noah says hello and makes eye contact. Noah says hello and makes eye contact.
Noah 会说你好，并与对方进行眼神接触。
Noah says hello and makes eye contact. Noah says hello and makes eye contact. Emma says, nice to meet you. Emma says, nice to meet you.
Emma 说，很高兴认识你。
Emma says, nice to meet you. Emma says, nice to meet you. Lucas introduces himself politely. Lucas introduces himself politely.
Lucas 礼貌地自我介绍。
Lucas introduces himself politely. Lucas introduces himself politely. Sophia waits her turn to speak. Sophia waits her turn to speak.
Sophia 等到轮到自己才发言。
Sophia waits her turn to speak. Sophia waits her turn to speak. Ethan listens without interrupting. Ethan listens without interrupting.
Ethan 专心聆听，不打断。
Ethan listens without interrupting. Ethan listens without interrupting. Zoe says, excuse me, when she passes by. Zoe says, excuse me, when she passes by.
Zoe 从旁通过时会说，不好意思。
Zoe says, excuse me, when she passes by. Zoe says, excuse me, when she passes by. Jack says sorry when he is late. Jack says sorry when he is late.
Jack 迟到时会说对不起。
Jack says sorry when he is late. Jack says sorry when he is late. Nora holds the door for others. Nora holds the door for others.
Nora 会替他人扶门。
Nora holds the door for others. Nora holds the door for others. Maya waits in line patiently. Maya waits in line patiently.
Maya 耐心排队等候。
Maya waits in line patiently. Maya waits in line patiently. Ben uses a quiet voice indoors. Ben uses a quiet voice indoors.
Ben 在室内轻声说话。
Ben uses a quiet voice indoors. Ben uses a quiet voice indoors. Leo keeps his phone on silent in class. Leo keeps his phone on silent in class.
Leo 上课时把手机调成静音。
Leo keeps his phone on silent in class. Leo keeps his phone on silent in class. Arya arrives on time for the meeting. Arya arrives on time for the meeting.
Aria 准时出席会议。
Arya arrives on time for the meeting. Arya arrives on time for the meeting. Cole places his napkin on his lap. Cole places his napkin on his lap.
Cole 把餐巾放在膝上。
Cole places his napkin on his lap. Cole places his napkin on his lap. Ruby chews with her mouth closed. Ruby chews with her mouth closed.
Ruby 吃东西时闭嘴咀嚼。
Ruby chews with her mouth closed. Ruby chews with her mouth closed. Owen keeps his elbows off the table. Owen keeps his elbows off the table.
Owen 不把手肘放在桌上。
Owen keeps his elbows off the table. Owen keeps his elbows off the table. Ivy says, "Please pass the salt." Ivy says, "Please pass the salt."
Ivy 说，请把盐递给我。
Ivy says, "Please pass the salt." Ivy says, "Please pass the salt." Amir gives a simple compliment. Amir gives a simple compliment.
Amir 给出简单的称赞。
Amir gives a simple compliment. Amir gives a simple compliment. Hannah speaks respectfully to elders. Hannah speaks respectfully to elders.
Hannah 对长辈说话很有礼貌。
Hannah speaks respectfully to elders. Hannah speaks respectfully to elders. Kai makes eye contact when he listens. Kai makes eye contact when he listens.
Kai 在聆听时与对方眼神接触。
Kai makes eye contact when he listens. Kai makes eye contact when he listens. Lola writes a short thank you note. Lola writes a short thank you note.
Lola 写了一张简短的感谢便条。
Lola writes a short thank you note. Lola writes a short thank you note. Zara replies to the invitation promptly. Zara replies to the invitation promptly.
Zara 及时回复邀请。
Zara replies to the invitation promptly. Zara replies to the invitation promptly. Eli keeps texts polite and clear. Eli keeps texts polite and clear.
Eli 让文字讯息保持礼貌且清楚。
Eli keeps texts polite and clear. Eli keeps texts polite and clear. Nina does not type in all caps. Nina does not type in all caps.
Nina 不使用全大写。
Nina does not type in all caps. Nina does not type in all caps. Omar uses a calm tone in a disagreement. Omar uses a calm tone in a disagreement.
Omar 在意见不合时以平和的语气说话。
Omar uses a calm tone in a disagreement. Omar uses a calm tone in a disagreement. Mira says, "I see it differently." Mira says, "I see it differently."
Mira 说，我有不同的看法。
Mira says, "I see it differently." Mira says, "I see it differently." Jada introduces her friend to the group. Jada introduces her friend to the group.
Jada 把她的朋友介绍给大家。
Jada introduces her friend to the group. Jada introduces her friend to the group. Hugo remembers names and uses them. Hugo remembers names and uses them.
Hugo 记住名字并用名字称呼对方。
Hugo remembers names and uses them. Hugo remembers names and uses them. Tess asks, "May I sit here?" Tess asks, "May I sit here?"
Tess 问，我可以坐这里吗？
Tess asks, "May I sit here?" Tess asks, "May I sit here?" Ivan waits for a pause before speaking. Ivan waits for a pause before speaking.
Ivan 等到有空档再开口说话。
Ivan waits for a pause before speaking. Ivan waits for a pause before speaking. Nia listens and nods to show she cares. Nia listens and nods to show she cares.
Nia 一边聆听一边点头，表示她在意。
Nia listens and nods to show she cares. Nia listens and nods to show she cares. Raoul gives a clear apology. Raoul gives a clear apology.
Raoul 明确的道歉。
Raoul gives a clear apology. Raoul gives a clear apology. Sumi offers help to a visitor. Sumi offers help to a visitor.
Sumi 主动向访客提供协助。
Sumi offers help to a visitor. Sumi offers help to a visitor. Theo respects personal space. Theo respects personal space.
Theo 尊重他人的个人空间。
Theo respects personal space. Theo respects personal space. Jana thanks the server for the meal. Jana thanks the server for the meal.
Jana 为这餐向服务生道谢。
Jana thanks the server for the meal. Jana thanks the server for the meal. Kira leaves a tip for good service. Kira leaves a tip for good service.
Kira 因为良好服务留下小费。
Kira leaves a tip for good service. Kira leaves a tip for good service. Alan stands in line and waits his turn. Alan stands in line and waits his turn.
Alan 排队等候轮到自己。
Alan stands in line and waits his turn. Alan stands in line and waits his turn. Roya offers her seat to an elder. Roya offers her seat to an elder.
Roya 把座位让给长者。
Roya offers her seat to an elder. Roya offers her seat to an elder. Finn shares the last piece fairly. Finn shares the last piece fairly.
Finn 把最后一份公平分享。
Finn shares the last piece fairly. Finn shares the last piece fairly. Priya asks before borrowing a pen. Priya asks before borrowing a pen.
Priya 借笔前会先询问。
Priya asks before borrowing a pen. Priya asks before borrowing a pen. Luis returns the pen with thanks. Luis returns the pen with thanks.
Luis 把笔还回去并说谢谢。
Luis returns the pen with thanks. Luis returns the pen with thanks. May uses an indoor voice at the library. May uses an indoor voice at the library.
May 在图书馆轻声说话。
May uses an indoor voice at the library. May uses an indoor voice at the library. Tariq covers his mouth when he coughs. Tariq covers his mouth when he coughs.
Tariq 咳嗽时会遮住口鼻。
Tariq covers his mouth when he coughs. Tariq covers his mouth when he coughs. Anya sneezes into her elbow. Anya sneezes into her elbow.
Anya 打喷嚏时对左手肘内侧。
Anya sneezes into her elbow. Anya sneezes into her elbow. Pablo cleans up after himself. Pablo cleans up after himself.
Pablo 用完会把自己的东西收拾干净。
Pablo cleans up after himself. Pablo cleans up after himself. Lila asks if she should remove her shoes. Lila asks if she should remove her shoes.
Lila 会先询问是否需要脱鞋。
Lila asks if she should remove her shoes. Lila asks if she should remove her shoes. Ezra thanks the host after the party. Ezra thanks the host after the party.
Ezra 在派对后向主人道谢。
Ezra thanks the host after the party. Ezra thanks the host after the party. Asha makes friendly small talk. Asha makes friendly small talk.
Asha 友善的寒暄。
Asha makes friendly small talk. Asha makes friendly small talk. Yuri says, please wait a moment. Yuri says, please wait a moment.
Yuri 说，请稍等一下。
Yuri says, please wait a moment. Yuri says, please wait a moment. Ken avoids gossip about coworkers. Ken avoids gossip about coworkers.
Ken 避免谈论同事的八卦。
Ken avoids gossip about coworkers. Ken avoids gossip about coworkers. Sana steps outside to take a call. Sana steps outside to take a call.
Sana 到外面接电话。
Sana steps outside to take a call. Sana steps outside to take a call. Rosa holds the elevator door open. Rosa holds the elevator door open.
Rosa 帮忙按住电梯的开门键。
Rosa holds the elevator door open. Rosa holds the elevator door open. Felix says, after you. Felix says, after you.
Felix 说，你先请。
Felix says, after you. Felix says, after you. Ava offers a handshake with a smile. Ava offers a handshake with a smile.
Ava 面带微笑主动握手。
Ava offers a handshake with a smile. Ava offers a handshake with a smile. Noah mentions his food allergy politely. Noah mentions his food allergy politely.
Noah 礼貌地告知自己的食物过敏。
Noah mentions his food allergy politely. Noah mentions his food allergy politely. Emma says, thank you for the meal. Emma says, thank you for the meal.
Emma 说，谢谢招待。
Emma says, thank you for the meal. Emma says, thank you for the meal. Zoe waits for food to be passed. Zoe waits for food to be passed.
Zoe 等食物被传递到她面前。
Zoe waits for food to be passed. Zoe waits for food to be passed. Ethan uses please with every request. Ethan uses please with every request.
Ethan 每次提出请求都会说请。
Ethan uses please with every request. Ethan uses please with every request. Sophia does not slurp her soup. Sophia does not slurp her soup.
Sophia 喝汤时不发出啜饮声。
Sophia does not slurp her soup. Sophia does not slurp her soup. Lucas dabs his mouth with a napkin. Lucas dabs his mouth with a napkin.
Lucas 用餐巾轻轻擦拭嘴巴。
Lucas dabs his mouth with a napkin. Lucas dabs his mouth with a napkin. Jack keeps his phone off the table. Jack keeps his phone off the table.
Jack 不把手机放在桌上。
Jack keeps his phone off the table. Jack keeps his phone off the table. Nora asks to be excused from the table. Nora asks to be excused from the table.
Laura 先向大家说一声，请求离席。
Nora asks to be excused from the table. Nora asks to be excused from the table. Maya does not talk with her mouth full. Maya does not talk with her mouth full.
Maya 嘴里有食物时不说话。
Maya does not talk with her mouth full. Maya does not talk with her mouth full. Ben says, "Excuse me," to leave the table. Ben says, "Excuse me," to leave the table.
Ben 要离席时会说，失陪一下。
Ben says, "Excuse me," to leave the table. Ben says, "Excuse me," to leave the table. Leo does not chew gum in a meeting. Leo does not chew gum in a meeting.
Leo 开会时不嚼口香糖。
Leo does not chew gum in a meeting. Leo does not chew gum in a meeting. Aria is on time for the interview. Aria is on time for the interview.
Aria 准时赴面试。
Aria is on time for the interview. Aria is on time for the interview. Cole dresses neatly for dinner. Cole dresses neatly for dinner.
Cole 为晚餐穿着整齐。
Cole dresses neatly for dinner. Cole dresses neatly for dinner. Ruby says, "Thank you for the gift." Ruby says, "Thank you for the gift."
Ruby 说，谢谢你的礼物。
Ruby says, "Thank you for the gift." Ruby says, "Thank you for the gift." Owen opens the gift after thanking the host. Owen opens the gift after thanking the host.
Owen 向主人致谢后再打开礼物。
Owen opens the gift after thanking the host. Owen opens the gift after thanking the host. Ivy thanks people for their patience. Ivy thanks people for their patience.
Ivy 感谢大家的耐心。
Ivy thanks people for their patience. Ivy thanks people for their patience. Amir says, "Please go ahead of me." Amir says, "Please go ahead of me."
Amir 说，你先请。
Amir says, "Please go ahead of me." Amir says, "Please go ahead of me." Hannah uses headphones in public. Hannah uses headphones in public.
Hannah 在公共场合使用耳机。
Hannah uses headphones in public. Hannah uses headphones in public. Kai keeps his music at a low volume. Kai keeps his music at a low volume.
Kai 把音乐音量调低。
Kai keeps his music at a low volume. Kai keeps his music at a low volume. Lola says, "Excuse me," after she sneezes. Lola says, "Excuse me," after she sneezes.
Lola 打喷嚏后会说不好意思。
Lola says, "Excuse me," after she sneezes. Lola says, "Excuse me," after she sneezes. Zara helps someone with heavy bags. Zara helps someone with heavy bags.
Zara 帮忙拿沉重的袋子。
Zara helps someone with heavy bags. Zara helps someone with heavy bags. Eli lets people exit the train first. Eli lets people exit the train first.
Eli 先让别人下车。
Eli lets people exit the train first. Eli lets people exit the train first. Nina walks on the right side of the hallway. Nina walks on the right side of the hallway.
Nina 在走廊靠右行走。
Nina walks on the right side of the hallway. Nina walks on the right side of the hallway. Omar does not cut in line. Omar does not cut in line.
Omar 不插队。
Omar does not cut in line. Omar does not cut in line. Mira says, "Pardon me," in a crowded place. Mira says, "Pardon me," in a crowded place.
Mira 在拥挤的地方会说借过一下。
Mira says, "Pardon me," in a crowded place. Mira says, "Pardon me," in a crowded place. Jada thanks the bus driver. Jada thanks the bus driver.
Jada 向公车司机道谢。
Jada thanks the bus driver. Jada thanks the bus driver. Hugo waits to be seated at the restaurant. Hugo waits to be seated at the restaurant.
Hugo 在餐厅等候待位。
Hugo waits to be seated at the restaurant. Hugo waits to be seated at the restaurant. Tess stays quiet in the theater. Tess stays quiet in the theater.
Tess 在电影院保持安静。
Tess stays quiet in the theater. Tess stays quiet in the theater. Ivan turns off the flash in the museum. Ivan turns off the flash in the museum.
Ivan 在博物馆关闭闪光灯。
Ivan turns off the flash in the museum. Ivan turns off the flash in the museum. Nia asks before taking a photo of someone. Nia asks before taking a photo of someone.
Nia 拍别人照片前会先征求同意。
Nia asks before taking a photo of someone. Nia asks before taking a photo of someone. Raul follows house rules when visiting. Raul follows house rules when visiting.
Raul 拜访时遵守对方的家规。
Raul follows house rules when visiting. Raul follows house rules when visiting. Sumi removes her hat indoors when appropriate. Sumi removes her hat indoors when appropriate.
Sumi 在适当的情况下会在室内脱帽。
Sumi removes her hat indoors when appropriate. Sumi removes her hat indoors when appropriate. Theo holds the door for the person behind him. Theo holds the door for the person behind him.
Theo 为后面的人扶住门。
Theo holds the door for the person behind him. Theo holds the door for the person behind him. Jana offers water to a guest. Jana offers water to a guest.
Jana 主动为客人倒水。
Jana offers water to a guest. Jana offers water to a guest.
感谢观看，订阅我们的频道并开启通知，及时获取新视频，持续你的英语学习之旅。